Hi, Rayon with Oxy-Dry. And this is my last job of the day. And it's just these 3 rugs here. So this won't take very long. I've been here many times, a regular customer. Been cleaning for them for 10 years or more, I guess. This is actually the last time here because they're actually this old house moving in closer to town, apparently, into another community, like a gated community, and modular homes, downsizing. And anyway, I'll be cleaning for them there. But this is the last time here. Too much yard. Too much work, I guess. I get that. We actually, this last weekend, we were taking out our garden boxes and spreading the dirt out, and that whole area where we have our garden boxes in the back, we're going to just turn it into lawn, give our little doggies more room to run, and my wife's finding it a little bit too much. But that's fine. Anyway, we're going to keep cleaning. This is obviously a really thick, long yarn rug. As I say, I've cleaned this many times. I think it's polypropylene, I think. And you know, it's looking good, but they want to get it clean before they moved it to their next place. So I'm pre-scrubbing and applying using my brush, as you can see. And brush really digs in to the longer yarn. Does a great job pulling the yarn apart and scrubbing rather effectively and deeply. Yeah, she was just telling me they've lived for 19 years, so that's a lot of years. And he has a classic car, an MG. I'm not sure the year, but I think it's a 68 or 69. I've seen it a few times over the years. Real nice car. They're not as refined, I guess, as like a Miata or whatever, but that would be kind of a cool car to have. Kind of a car you could, if you needed to fix something, you could do it yourself, because it's all pretty simple stuff. And they'd be a nice car to drive around in. Not a rocket ship by any means. They're only about 60 or 80 horsepower, I think. But they're pretty small and light, so they go pretty good. Good for the windy roads. I've seen guys put V8s on those things. That's that's a bit crazy. So I'm just going to, as you can see, I'm going over to for a second time. Might as well. It really wasn't looking very soiled. But they do have a dog. And so, yeah, I guess there's probably doggy oils in here, although I don't think he comes down here much. This is the basement area. Okay, let's switch over to the extraction pad, and I won't be using this on the other carpets. Actually, I'll put this over here. There are laminates coming up. By the way, these rugs, these braided rugs, typically you'd do both sides of them because they're a flippable rug. And I asked her about that, and she said, "Ah, just do one side." And I believe I did actually both sides the last time I was here, which was a year or maybe a bit longer than that ago. I was noticing, I just posted a video recently where I was showing my appointment books from way back in the beginning, and I was looking through them, and I remembered as I was looking at them that back then I used to start my day, my first job, at 8 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I would do. Sometimes I would do 5 or 6 jobs in a day, and mind you, I was in Penticton the first 2 years or so, and had a lot of small houses, quite small houses there, World War II era kind of houses, and so I did a lot of like living room, dining room, or even just a living room in those cases, and you know, they weren't very big, so but yeah, I used to start at 8 o'clock in the morning, first job, and I was busy. I've slowed down as far as volume goes, but the dollar amount I get is way more now than it used to be back then, because we charge differently, and that's been an evolution over the years, moving up market, as it were, and learning to offer people value based on the performance and what's all included, rather than simply price-based marketing, which isn't marketing at all, actually. It made sense in the beginning. I was $15 a room because I wanted there to be no objection at all to people when they got my advertising or brochure or whatever, or saw the ad in the paper that, well, they couldn't say it's too expensive. And it got us going, and it was fine for the first couple of years. And then we started to change that. Because you can only do that for so long, because eventually as you grow and as you it's just a natural progression that you end up with your overhead starts to increase. We add things like well, the marketing for one. Just wanted to see how dirty that was. It's not bad. They use the same side. But yeah. Pardon me. And we started at $15 a room, and then I think I think we did that for at least a year, maybe even almost 2 years, I think. And then I started to change the pricing. I think I went to $25 a room, and then I did, for a little while there I was doing different pricing for different, like a different price for a living room and a different price for a bedroom and that kind of thing. But that got just confusing and everything. And then I can't remember how many years we were in to doing it that I finally went to the square foot rate. And I remember really, I was very nervous about that. I wondered, am I going to be going around all day long doing estimates and everything? But I quickly figured out how to deal with that, and that was just let people know when they say, well, how much is it going to be? I would say, well, here's the way it works on average. An average living room, dining room, hall would work out to this, and or whatever, and then I'd say, when I get to the job, I'll measure it out, and the price is going to be based on how many square feet you actually have. And if you've got more than average, I'll be charging you more than average. And if you've got less than average, I'll charge you less. And actually, I think, for the most part, people actually appreciated that. Because it isn't fair that the person living up in the big house has a living room, dining room, hall that's twice the size of the guy in that little rinky-dink house, but they end up paying the same price for the same, 3 rooms, because the guy in the big house, his rooms are twice the size. That actually isn't really fair when you think about it. That's interesting, because I'm really feeling a lot of drag. I think I remember this about this rug. This is wool, but it's really got a lot of drag on it. In fact, when I first saw the rug, I was sure it was a polypropylene, just the way it looked. I had to look at the tag, but yeah, it's got more resistance to the pad moving on it than most. I can feel it. I could put a glider on, and that would help it not feel like it wants to bind. It wouldn't make the machine spin any faster. The glider doesn't do that. The machine has got enough power to overcome that resistance. So it's always going to only ever spin at the maximum speed that it's rated for. All right. Well, I'm just going to groom with this thing here. I decided. All right, let's just this wool really smells woolly. It's definitely damp enough. Usually with wool, you can actually, you can get them a little bit damper because they will absorb so much moisture. You almost have to get them wetter to clean them. But then they dry really fast. Okay. Yeah, I don't have to do anything with this one. Except maybe I'll snip off those. There's some sprouts there, I'll take care of that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good day.